Hey everyone, Chris here from Escape 2, Hamza as well. How are you doing, Hamza?
I am doing fantastically. How are you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well, and this is a video.
This is indeed a video.
So last time we got to see firsthand, yet again, but perhaps in more graphic detail than before, just the sheer amount of destruction Sin can just unleash.
Yeah, it was definitely on a smaller scale than what we saw the first time,
With
but
Xanakin,
the
yeah.
impact was far greater now that we've had some time to live in the world and understand, the impacts of sin and how people.
How
Uh,
people perceive him and
mhm.
what apparently this journey means for Yuna, because obviously it's a summoner's goal to try and stop Sin. So yeah, shall we get underway?
Let's continue.
So before we do, because that's a slight segue, we're going to quickly do the sphere grid because we've gotten a bit more AP. Might as
Yeah,
well.
we're gonna need these upgrades for sure.
Yeah, so we're just going to move along to each place, and we're going to activate the speed node here. Tidus is one of our fastest characters, but it's always good, obviously, just to increase the stats where you can.
Oh yeah, it's best to capitalize on already great stats.
Now, very importantly, this is actually going to give us a boost of our max MP to Walker by 20 points, because as you saw in that last fight, we only had 2 uses of Dark Attack, so this gives us another 4 uses right off the top, so that's really, really nice.
Wow, four. That's really good. That's gonna be crazy good. Nice.
Sorry, I'm having trouble navigating. There we go. And another ability sphere, and we're going to learn Null Shock, which I explained before. These allow you to nullify certain elements. Kimari doesn't have any EXP yet. While I'm on here quickly, I'm just going to show you this because this is interesting. So we sort of know now characters have their own defined roles. Like, for example, Tidus is very fast, and is sort of able to hit the faster moving targets, and he's got his own sort of pathway on the grid and so on. Everyone's got their sort of own section, with the standard sphere grid that we've chosen. Waka inflicts status effects, has sort of decent strength and everything. Yuna is our white mage, so she's got healing. Lulu is our black mage, so she has like the elemental spells and magic stats and stuff. Kimari is interesting because this, essentially, this section here, is the
Yep.
entire size of his node. That's it. It's actually quite small. The entire thing with Kimari is later on, especially as you also get these key spheres, which I mentioned in a previous episode.
You did, yeah.
You can progress onto different people's grids. So we're going to be taking Kimari fairly quickly once we've done his grid onto other characters' grids, just to build up his stats and sort of cater him to not necessarily be a jack of all trades, but to sort of just make him useful in a supportive manner of he can cover what some of the characters do and boost his stats in various ways. So that's how we're going to be handling that.
You already know
Also,
exactly where you're going to be going with that.
I've got my ideas already, definitely.
Fantastic. That's what I like. A man with a plan.
So let me just check everything. We don't actually need to change from Brotherhood, because I know we just got some equipment, so Yuna's actually starting to get kit out nicely. Water Strike literally just makes physical attacks have the water element. Again, completely useless for Yuna, because we're going to be using magic with her in summons, so we're just going to keep the Rod of Wisdom. And for now, that's actually good, so
All right. Let's see how we can help out in the area.
yeah, basically. Pub's closed. I don't think I can get through this without a drink. To be fair, I
Oh
would be
man.
hitting the bottle hard right now.
Yeah, understandably.
Yep, so we can't proceed that way. There's nothing over there anyway, but, you know. Right. Um, we're about to see one of my favourite cutscenes of all time in any game ever. Big praise. I'm gonna shut up.
Awesome.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
You can see why that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, that was mental. I have goosebumps, so. Oof.
Good.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Greek. Sorry, gravity of the situation. I'm ruining it.
No, you're good. You're not
Until
wrong, though.
she defeats sin.
Paul, you do have to feel sorry for Titus in this situation. He genuinely does not know what's going on.
Yeah, that is peak.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Perfect sum up.
Yeah. Oh.
Right, I forget if it's this kid, but I've got to show you this if it works. Read that.
Brilliant. That is amazing.
It's
to be fair, as a kid, I wanted to be a Bionicle, so
No, it's not even I'm going to be a Blitzball player when I grow up. It's I'm going to be a Blitzball when I grow up.
Mate, the kid's got dreams. The kid's got big dreams.
Oh man, honestly though, I absolutely love it. It's obviously a mistranslation, but it made it from the original game even into the HD remaster. I love it.
Oh, was it a mistake? I thought it was just like a dumb kid thing, but that makes
No,
sense.
no, I think it's genuinely a mistake. This kid has the ultimate of dreams. The ultimate of dreams. Alright, we're gonna save after that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the entire reason why this save here exists, so I can just rewatch that scene if I want to. So yeah.
Mate, that's fair enough. That's a good way of doing it.
I'm gonna be a Blitzball when I grow up.
Oh my god, that voice.
Oh man.
Where are you busting these high notes out from?
I'm very skilled.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Cool. Before we go and do anything else, we're gonna quickly just talk to some of the locals. I'm not expecting them to give us anything. They've kind of just been completely wrecked by Sin. So,
yeah, it's a bit much to expect that. Oh, the pub though, yeah, boy. Oh,
it is a sort of really sad sort of situation. Before we go and talk to Walker quickly, because I forget if he moves us on immediately, there's a few things we can do. So, I'm going to go over here. Everything is in shambles. I don't know where to start. Okay, this is very important.
Huh? Whoa!
We are a hero.
oh, nice.
So now what we're going to do quickly is we're going to just talk to this lady here. Nothing had changed. Right, we need to find that little girl quickly. I forget, I think she might have gone back in here. No, she hasn't. Maybe it was... Maybe now it's at the pub. Yeah, here we go. So now... you're the one who saved my sister, right? That treasure box contains a token of my appreciation. It's, I actually feel guilty about taking it, considering the fact that they've got nothing, but there's no point in us just leaving it, so...
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, thanks for saving me. Our house fell down. My big sister's here, so I'm real happy. So I suppose they'll just live in the bar, but it makes me sad of, they've lost their house, so they've just given me a potion, an ether.
Yeah, that's a lot, but to be fair, it's nice to put in there, you know?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's just a nice little extra thing you can do. I don't think there's anything we can proceed any further that way yet now until we talk to Walker, so...
Alright,
There
let's
you
go.
are. Be said, Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Halloran used to live in the Kilika Temple here. Yep, Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka.
Hmm?
Praying for victories, all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
So yeah, just a bit more context into what, like, Blitzball actually means to the world and its people.
Yes, it's definitely like changed quite a lot. It's interesting that it's still alive
Yeah.
in its own format, which I think is well cool. Do we actually get to play in here, or is it always in a cutscene?
No, we do get to play, believe it or not.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Alright, we're just going to quickly go into here. Please excuse him, he's been affected by the toxin, so if he says anything offensive, don't take it too seriously. What are you looking at? I ain't on display here, go away, man. So, yeah, it's like... Tidus is obviously using the toxin as a convenient excuse, which is kind of sad. But, like, that sort of just serves as a reminder of this is something that actually does happen to people in the world. It affects their memories. It completely just turns them into a shambles of who they were before. So, yeah.
That's really sad, man.
I'm just going to hit save again quickly, because we might as well take advantage of every save we can, just in case.
I think it's going to make more
What's
saves
up?
going forward.
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
I love Walker's
What?
face.
What do you mean?
It's just that, well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
So yeah. Right, there's a few things we're gonna do. Oh! Mandatory
Yep, okay.
tutorial battle.
Why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
So yeah, Kimari is basically the blue mage of the game as well.
Okay, fair enough.
So the cool thing
So
about this is, yeah,
About the white mage, black mage, blue mage stuff. I have no concept of that.
the way it works is
Outside of this.
blue mages learn abilities from monsters, basically. And for Kimari, those become his overdrives. But the interesting thing is, as well, is every time he learns a new overdrive that way, it fully charges his gauge, which is awesome.
Oh, okay, so that's going to be quite fun to use then.
Yep. We're going to use it to great effect in some battles later as well.
Good to know, good to know.
So yeah, we're going to explore some side paths first, but we don't want to go too far ahead, because we can
What?
actually miss something, which we don't want to do.
Damn, just a couple of mana spheres, why not?
Well, the manospheres are nice just for the... Oh!
Oh.
My game just crashed.
Yeah, I was going to say, the stream just ended.
Okay, give me a second, guys. We will be back. I'll obviously cut this out in the editing. And we're back, guys. This is why it's important to save often. This is still a video.
This video is definitely still a video.
So yeah, we're going to have to cover a little bit of old ground, but thankfully it wasn't much, so let's just quickly skip ahead.
What's
And
Yuna's saying
Huh?
thankfully we can just sort of mash through
I
this
want-
dialogue, so I will do that.
To ask you
Sounds
to
good.
be my guardian.
Okay, no, I can't mash through the
You know
dialogue.
what?
Now I can.
Maybe a blitzball.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What?
It's just that,
Well,
well,
we're
I
all
suppose
going
what I
to
could have
temple
done is I could have technically just caught up to where we were and then started recording, but in some
I'm
ways this
sorry.
is funnier.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
I
You
might,
can still do
I'm
that,
just
but it's
not
chilling
really
either
sure
way.
what's going
I
on.
might do that next
My
time.
apologies.
We'll keep this in now. This is just part of the process.
Yeah, boy?
Okay, so we're going to head over to here quickly. We're skipping the tutorial battle for the second.
You're going to have to do it either way, so...
I'm just worried quickly, so I want to head... Okay, now we're not crashing, so that's fine. So if we just go forwards to trigger that battle.
It was worth testing that, actually. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, so... Alright.
Kimari,
Why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a lancet?
What's a Lancet?
It's a skill that weakens enemies
Oh my God.
and heals the user. But
I'm
when the
not
Ronso
good at
uses
these
it,
voices,
that
to be
Ronso
fair.
can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
I mean,
Hey, sounds
you any
cool.
voices for anything.
But yeah,
I
we're
just bullied an old man in Breath of the Wild.
That's true. You really did bully him needlessly.
It was absolutely necessary.
There we go. Right, and what we're going to do is we're quickly going to backtrack to the save and save now that we've done that.
Good idea. Very good idea. This is why saving is important.
This is why saving is important. And also, you know what I'm going to do, just in case, I'm going to create a new save as well. I'm going to start doing this just in case we ever need to. Alright, let's head this way first. I forget if there's... Oh, now this is just a normal encounter, so... in this case...
what is that? Oh my god, there's a
so,
couple things there.
These are basically just reskins of enemies we've already fought. So, the Flyer we're going to take care with
I
Waka.
can take care of those alone, huh? Yeah.
And...
They're cool reskins.
yeah, but I mean, it's not so much reskins, it's more like they're the same style of enemy. So that thing's an elemental. If I had attacked with Kimahri, for example, he would have done very little damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to use magic against
Anyone
it.
thirsty?
Anyone thirsty?
Thirsty, amazing. Oh damn, that was big damage. Fair enough.
Yeah. Because it's weak to that type, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Type trumping.
I'll do the sphere grid again in a little bit. Actually, you know what? It's silly of me, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go forwards now. And... Oh, ambushed. So this is something that can happen. Oh, Kimahri got petrified. That's not great. That is not great.
You switch him out.
You can't because he's petrified. He doesn't get a turn.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna.
let's have our white mage show you what she can do. Cure is obviously for healing. Asuna is to heal status ailments.
Light shines strong, our woe be gone.
Nice.
So yeah, now we're going to get rid of that.
I'm glad she doesn't say anyone thirsty every time.
Yeah,
Oh.
nah, not every time. Some of these lines are usually just one-timers.
Make way!
That's fair, that's fair.
But this is also what I sort of meant about the flow of the
You're
game
not too
anyway.
bad.
So,
You ain't seen nothing yet.
there you go. You ain't bad. You ain't seen nothing yet. I do love some of the banter you get sometimes. But yeah, you're swapping out characters so regularly anyway, so... we're going to use the sphere grid. And I'm just going
Are
to...
you not gonna go do the side stuff, or are you gonna come back to it?
I'm going to come back to it. What it is that boss that's in front of us, you can see them in the background. You can actually miss it if you go too far ahead. So I'm going to fight the boss first, just in case. And then we're going to go back to the little side stuff, if there's any chests down there, etc.
That's fair, that's fair. To be honest, I didn't actually notice the boss. I was just like looking at some of the other stuff. I didn't even look ahead.
Well,
I was looking at the minimap.
The environments in this game are beautiful, so no one can fault you.
Yeah.
We're just going to move, and that will give Yuna all 4 of her nullification skills, which, as I said, we don't really use, but they're worth having. There we are. And that's everybody up to date. You know something, we probably will pick up another encounter, but I'm just going to quickly touch the sphere. Actually, and I'll save as well. Safety save.
There we are.
And now we're going to go up to this.
Company, halt! The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
Basically, avoid it. We're not going to do that.
Standing guard, sir.
The Ochu is no garden variety fiend. We could throw 100 crusaders at it and still lose.
Well, you don't need 100 Crusaders, because you got me.
You poor player. They were like, alright, peace out then.
Yep.
We are gone.
So we're going to... That's fine. We're going to
nice.
enjoy... So, you know what? We're just going to use jump. Overdrive.
Oh, into a down spare.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is one of the chunkier bosses that we're now starting to come up against. We're going to switch over to Walker. I forget if you can darkness this guy, but we might as well try. He's immune, so that's fine.
He's immune, but it still did damage, so that's decent.
Yeah, oh no, the attack still does damage, yeah. Lulu's going to be a massive source of damage for us.
Yeah.
We are going... Tidus is poisoned, that's the icon over his head. We're going to keep him in, though. Because what I'm going to do is... I'm going to quickly bring in Yuna.
Can you heal outside of battle?
You can, but what we're going to do is... We're going to cure Lulu first, because Tidus should have another hit in him. And we want Lulu to stay up, because she's going to be a major source of our damage for this fight.
She's definitely the powerhouse there.
So now you can see that, like, so now that we're getting into some of the heavier battles where the strategy really starts to come in, you have to manage your health and your healers and everything else. So we're going to White Magic, and we're going to Asuna Tidus first.
I'm guessing she's going to eventually get ones that can, like, cure multiple people in one go.
She doesn't, actually.
Really?
There's items that can do that, but her things are sort of more that she'll get more powerful healers. We're going to... Actually, I could have used antidotes instead, but that's fine. I'm going to use a potion on Tidus just to mitigate that. And you know what, actually? Screw it. We're going to summon. We shouldn't have a problem. We'd be able to defeat him without it, but we've got the summon. We might as well use it just as a sort of HP buffer and getting in damage and so on. And in theory, we should be able to kill it with... like, we've already done half of its health, so that's fine. The nice thing is Veilfor also has access to black magic, and this thing's weak to fire, so we're just going to keep Luluing it.
Luluing it.
Lulu a la Veilfor. Oh, now it's falling asleep. So,
That's a little bit random, but that must be good, right?
Well, it's fallen asleep, which means it's going to start healing itself. So if we attack it physically, we wake it up.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And another reason why it was good that we had Veilfor out, because that earthquake would have done a lot of damage.
Yeah, for a second I was like, if that earthquake affects it, I'm going to be pissed. But no, it didn't, so they've thought this through.
Yeah. And now, we are going Overdrive Ham. And the animation will be sped up for this as well, since we've watched it before, so...
Nice.
Kaboom.
Still alive, wow.
Yeah, it's fine. So, because we'd used the Overdrive, it sort of delayed our turns a bit because it's a powerful move, that's the trade-off, but it's fine. Veilfor's gone, but he'll come back when we use a save sphere again. We're going to potion Lulu just for safety. Black magic Lulu. There you go. I probably could have ended it with Tidus, but...
I thought you'd say problem, sorry.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, if a character is dead at the end of the battle, they don't get EXP, so because I knew I was going to attack with Lulu, I just wanted to give her that HP buffer in case the poison killed her.
Yeah. It's all about the XP.
Yeah. Now, that's interesting. So we got a HP sphere there. That actually lets us turn an empty node on the sphere grid into a HP sphere, but instead of it being a 200 increase, it's actually a 300 increase. So... that's pretty useful.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young crusaders gather around. We'll beat sin into the ground.
Fair enough.
And very quickly, what we're going to do is... I'm going to go back to the thingy anyway, but yeah, so you can heal in the menu. I'm going to go back to the sphere grid to get Veilfor revived. Sphere grid? No, save sphere. But yeah, now that we've defeated him, we can also talk to these guys and just get a few things.
What's that thing on the left?
That is, that's in our bed. You know when we were in Besaid and I was like, oh, this is another puzzle we wouldn't technically be able to understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just like a clue for something later.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, we got ambushed again. Oh dear.
Oh. What do you do when your summoner is the one that's petrified?
Well, we don't have a soft, so what we're going to do is we're just going to end the battle very quickly. So
Right,
we don't,
okay.
yeah. We've been ambushed twice now, that's very interesting.
Okay, that was, to be fair, nice, easy battle. As long as you know what you're doing.
So yeah, unfortunately Yuna didn't earn anything there, but it's fine. Because that does count as incapacitated. So yeah, we're just going to start heading around this way. I'll do the sphere grid again a bit later. We don't need to do it super quick right now. So yeah, there was a chest here. Oh,
So when it finishes, when the battle finishes, does that mean Yuna's not petrified anymore?
Yeah, she's not petrified now, so...
Fine, that's fine. So we just picked up, what, a scout? What does that do? Oh,
it's
right,
got
okay.
Ice Strike on it and Sensor, which is actually useful if we ever need to inflict ice damage. Generally what I do is I try to keep my elemental attacks neutral unless I know there's an enemy we're going to be fighting that would be weak against it. Just because, for example, if we fight anything that is ice element and Walker attacks it, it would actually heal that enemy. So we're going to stay on his official ball for now. But yeah, the good news is I'm going to put the alert arm guard on him because he didn't have any armor before now. And that will also give him sleep resistance because of the type of armor it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so this is good to know. We got something called a preemptive strike, which just means you know how we just got ambushed? This is essentially...
So you ambushed them, yeah?
Yeah, we're ambushing them, basically.
Does that mean you get like a free hit?
Yeah, you get a set of free hits, so...
Nice.
We're gonna... What I'm wondering quickly is, I know these weak enemies are weak to fire, but I'm pretty sure if you use the other elemental attacks, Lulu will say,
Freeze.
There you go, so freeze, yeah. She says different things, so that obviously wasn't effective as using fire would have been, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I was just doing that to see if she would. So Kimari's been attacked twice, so... Going to use Lulu to attack that one with fire. And while we're here, just because it would give her a turn, we're going to go to Yuna.
All right.
And
It sounds so worried.
here, we're going to heal Kimari there. Cure is actually quite powerful for healing, which is nice.
Yeah, that did a big chunk. It was like 540. That's a lot.
Yeah. One of the ways people tend to go through this game is that they'll literally just, choose 3 characters and they'll stick with them, so those characters become super strong. But as I said, I just like switching up the characters. It gives you a lot more variety. Technically, you've got bigger HP pools because you're obviously switching in and out as you go. And it's just way more interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. I maybe a couple of years ago, I would have done that first thing that you said, where we got the first 3 that just get really strong. That these days, I'd like to switch them up.
Well, it's like the original Pokemon. In the original Pokemon, people would just stick with one Pokemon.
Nothing
And
to fear, the hero's here.
I do love Titus
Oh wow,
as well.
he calls himself the hero.
Yeah. We're just gonna... But yeah, no, it's like, back as a kid in like the original Red and Blue, people would just stick to like their starter Pokemon for the most part. Back before, you know, people were like, oh, this is how you actually can play Pokemon. You can use everyone, sure.
I mean, that's how I played Colosseum and
Yeah.
Told ya.
And now that you're doing your stream, though, you've learnt the benefit of leveling everyone up in tandem, so...
Well, it's taking me longer to do stuff, but I am having more fun, so yeah, it's worth.
Yeah. So there's different paths we can take, basically. It turns out there wasn't anything else around that way, but again, it's just in case there's something around. I think there's something around this side. I can't...
Easy, huh?
I'm fine.
Okay, she didn't get stoned, which is fine. Petrified is the actual term. I'm pretty sure there is a chest around here. It's just my memory isn't always perfect. As I said, it has been a long time since I have fully played these, so...
You can. It's a good game, right? Might as well just explore it. Anyway,
Also,
I haven't got to be perfect.
just for the sake of it, we'll see if Titus can hit, because it's got 3 HP. Nope.
Don't strain yourself. I'll handle the bird.
It's an insect. It's an insect. But it's fine. He's literally just saying it's a flyer. Let me handle it, basically.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
So yeah, we're actually getting levels pretty quickly, so we might as well do that again. Because also the nice thing here is Waka is going to get his silence attack. Silence, you probably know this from other RPGs if you've played it, but it basically stops the enemy from being able to use spells if they're a magic caster, so that's...
I did not know that.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
you go. That's pretty useful. Tidus, we're going to move along, and we're going to use the Power Sphere to get that strength increase, and we're going to use the Mana Sphere to get some MP. Now, this is the interesting thing as well. Before I've told you backtracking is bad, but sometimes you've got different pathways where a little skill will be out of the way.
Yeah.
This skill is kind of useless, but I'm just going to get it while we're here. So I will be moving up by 1 here to get this skill and then moving back down because, again, I might as well.
Okay, so if it's useless, why are you getting it?
Just for completionist's sake, I might as well.
Fair enough, alright.
It will bother me if I don't get it.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
So what I've done here is I've just moved Lulu ahead all 3 because she's still technically next to all of the skills that she can actually pick up. So it just saves a bit of time if I move ahead by that much.
Nice.
And we're gonna... Now, don't worry that there's some locks in the way here. We wouldn't actually be able to progress onto these grids this early in the game anyway, so we will, leave those locks behind, for example.
Yeah.
But this is another reason as well why it's important to make sure you do as many battles as you can, because as you go around the grid, you'll see our spheres are very limited at the moment, so we want to earn spheres from battles as well as the experience. Because without spheres, you can't fill in the node, you can't get the increase or the ability, so...
And we're definitely going to need huge abilities later.
Oh yeah, definitely. I swear there's a chest around here somewhere. Damn it. It's all good experience though, it's fine.
I mean, I like seeing the back. It's part of the game, right?
Oh yeah, totally. So you see, yeah, we did hardly any damage to that because that's for elementals, so...
That was the perfect amount of damage.
Got a nice overkill there.
That was definitely overkill for that thing.
A yellow ring, so that would mean we probably get some shock resistance or lightning damage resistance, essentially.
Ah, nice, nice.
I swear there was a chest. You know what? It doesn't matter. We're just going ahead. Damn it.
Focus on the fight.
No worries.
I mean, it's like 5 of you against 1 plant.
Yeah.
Probably okay. Yep, there we go.
I've always... Some people sort of are like, oh, I could heal her outside of battle, but again, I might as well do it while we're in.
Yeah, I'm a heal outside of battle kind of guy. I like for a lot of things.
Some people are like, oh, why can only 3 fight at the same time? That's good, yeah?
5 would be.
5 would be definitely, a strategy to use. Oh, here we go. That's where it is. So
there you go.
Yeah. Luck Sphere is important. Luck is a stat you can hardly ever increase. There's not many luck spheres actually on the sphere grid, so we can use that to our advantage at some point as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, I love Yuna's dodge animation is brilliant. She's like, I'm just gonna really gently step out the way. Sorry, kind sir.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Wow, that's so dangerous.
That's Tidus's victory animation. It's just how it is. So it turns out we were going the correct way before. But obviously I wanted to backtrack to make sure we grab those things. So that icon there means Walker's been silent, so he can't use magic. Thankfully, at the moment, he doesn't have any magic, so...
No, but actually, great Walker.
I'm good, yeah?
The thing that makes me laugh is he can still speak, though, for his animation once he's been silenced.
You can never really silence with Walker.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh. These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep. Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
That is a
You know,
hilarious
if you
laugh
would-
sound.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey!
Kids.
I think she just repeats that. Yeah.
Kids.
And Kamari still won't
Let me
talk to
guess.
us.
Yep, there we go. You just
He doesn't have time for us.
shaking my head.
We're going to quickly heal ourselves with the sphere. And
Go!
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Well, that's what you get, karma.
mm-hmm.
That looks tanky. Whatever it is, it looks tanky as
It
shit.
is, because if I do this... Oops.
Wow.
Hard as rock. My sword's no good.
Let me
So-
guess, you gotta get rid of his limbs first.
Yeah, so we can obviously... I know what to do, but we can tank a little bit of damage, so we'll get some of the dialogue out.
My ball can't hurt it either. How about magic?
So this is where we learn the tentacles absorb magic.
Oh wow.
Its tentacles absorb any spells cast at its body.
So now, we know, let's get these out of the way first.
I would say if you know what to do, I would just go for it, but just explain, like,
Nah,
why
it's-
you're doing it.
This is the thing, every time I used to replay this as a kid, I would do all of the mechanics wrong, just so I still got all of the information that I needed. Like,
Oh,
just, we're experiencing this like, you know, we should. So
well, actually, no, if that's what you would do anyway, then yeah, definitely carry on, man. Because that's great for me.
So the funny thing is the tentacles only absorb magic if you attack the boss.
Oh, good to know, good to know.
Yeah. We'll switch to Kamari for the hell of it. Now...
Oh, big damage.
Alright, we're gonna... no, actually, we're gonna keep Lulu in, because again, at the moment, she does, like, super effective damage. And we'll swap Tidus for Yuna. And we'll have her heal Kamari of his poison.
Nice.
And we'll just... The problem with Lulu is at the moment she's very glass cannon. She's got like the lowest HP value out of our party. We'll bring back Tidus. Because like, unless we summon, Lulu's not going to be good for damage, so... Not Lulu, Yuna's not going to be good for damage.
Wow.
Right.
That was so much slapping.
So we're going to keep Kamari in because he's still got a lot of health.
You got to turn off her. Get her to
to be
attack,
fair,
and then
she'll
give her
kill him.
poison.
She'll kill him this turn anyway. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that's well worth it then. Nice.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what do
Yeah.
they sin spawn anyway?
Fiends, they fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
There we go.
How long have we been filming on these two episodes? On this episode?
Well, this one's at 28 minutes, so
Because this recording, this is part 2, right?
yeah.
Because of the thing.
Oh yeah. So now that I think about it, you're right. Okay, that's fine. I was going to end it here anyway.
Oh, no.
So, guys, sorry about earlier with the crash. That was really weird. Thankfully, it didn't happen again. I'll edit these to be sort of succinct, but the point is this episode might be a little bit longer than usual. So thank you for watching. It's really appreciated. As ever, give us a like and a subscribe, please. Every bit of support you can give helps. And, yeah,
Check us out on Twitch.
Yeah.
Check us out on Twitch. I'm streaming quite regularly at the moment. Chris is going to be streaming soon. On my channel, you can expect me to, or I'm playing Pokemon Colosseum at the moment, and I will be going into some other old GameCube games. XD Gale of Darkness. I plan on doing Wind Waker. Lots in store. Drop me a follow, sub if you feel like it, and most importantly, come have a chat. I like chatting to everyone, seeing what's going on.
And yeah, if in the event you're 1,000 years into the future, and you're watching these videos, okay, maybe not 1,000 years, but the point is Hamza may not be necessarily playing Pokemon Colosseum then, but check us out whatever we're playing. Hopefully you'll have a good time with all of us. So yeah.
I wonder how long YouTube's gonna last.
Who knows? But that's a very philosophical discussion for another time. As always, we're Chris and Hamza from Escape 2. Love you all, guys. Thanks again.
Bye.